on YouTube versus the targeting on Facebook. So what's really cool is the targeting on YouTube is just so superior, and I'm going to be showing you why in just a little second. If you were to compare Facebook and YouTube targeting, honestly, it would be like comparing Bambi versus Godzilla, and let's just say that Facebook in this instance is not the Godzilla in this equation. So I have a little graphic here I'm going to show you to explain it, and it's sort of going to talk about the evolution of targeting and like where YouTube is where it is in terms of how the different platforms have evolved, and how, more importantly, how you can use the targeting on YouTube to really help grow your business. So let me just share this with you. I might just do an entire screen because sometimes it doesn't work. Share that, move that out of the way. Okay, cool. So let's do a slideshow on this. So basically, this is the evolution of targeting, of paid marketing. So basically, where we started, basically generation one of paid marketing was pretty much going out to everyone, like the whole mass market. And this sort of started with newspapers, was really the first print ad that people were able to put out there. If you're an advertiser, you know, the newspaper was going out everywhere. You're able to put your print ad in there and reach a massive amount of people. That's kind of where it started. From there, we went to radio. Radio was the next piece of media. Now we could really, like, probably the first time you could get your ad in front of like a program. So if your program was around comedy, maybe you had something around comedy, or the news, you might have something that's news related, or like whatever show. If there was maybe there's a fishing show and you had like a fishing product, you could probably do a little bit of targeting there. And that was probably the first time that you could really do that. And then of course, television came out. And television was the bigger brother of radio. Obviously, it was visual as well, and you could put ads around certain programs. Sporting during a sports show or team playing, you're able to put like sports ads and stuff like that. Okay, so that was really the mass market of everyone being able to get out there and do marketing. Generation two was all about more intent targeting. Income came a little bit later, and I'll talk about that in a sec. And the first person to really come along with a pay-per-click model. So, hey, I want to be online and I want to pay for a click, was Google search. Okay. And this was massive. Like Google was, when it first started, like Google search ads were the cheapest thing ever. Probably going back a little ways, to I think it was early 2000s, might've been late 90s, somewhere in there. And you were literally able to just get like clicks for cents on the dollar around, whatever keyword that you wanted. And it was absolutely massive. And I thought, if you've seen any of my other like YouTube ads training, we do weekly at the moment, I'll talk about like how these platforms go through like a adoption curve. And in its heyday, this was amazing. People were searching for, hey, I want this particular product, and bang, you could put an ad right at the top of that in search. And these still exist today. They're just super expensive. These days you can target people by income, but it is a little bit tricky. I'll talk about income targeting in a little minute. Now, from there, Google Ads, expanded. Now they've got the shopping network, and they've got display ads and a whole bunch of other things as well. But it did really start with that whole intent targeting. And intent meaning you could get in front of someone who was searching for the thing that you wanted. Now, generation three, this was a massive change again. And this was where we could now go out and target a demographic. So instead of someone just searching, we could target groups of people. So we could target things like, hey, I really want to go out to a 35-year-old mother who has two kids aged between, say, 6 and 12, who like surfing, chocolate, and cats, or something like that. Okay. And you could show ads, your chocolate cat to that particular person, right? And that was really where Facebook ads came out and just exploded. And when they first started, they were the cheapest thing out as well, right? But these days, like, Facebook's super saturated, and Google search ads are probably the most expensive ads on the planet. And all of these platforms go through like that whole phase of adoption. And once they get heaps of people in them, they start to get saturated, right? Now, what's really fun here is there's only one platform. And Instagram ads are the same. Instagram later came on as part of Facebook ads. There's only one platform, and that's generation 4. Now, 4th generation targeting in terms of paid ads, this is really where you can do things like search. So again, people searching in Google and YouTube. Interest, you can still target that 35-year-old mum who likes, chocolate and surfing and cats. Income, you can target people based on income, and targeting at scale. So the only place where you can do all of the targeting to date is on YouTube. And I just want to talk about income targeting for a bit because I ask this question a lot. And it does sit in the Google Ads platform. So you can see I've put it in under Generation 2. Even though most people don't use it there, it's pretty much a YouTube play. I've just put it in because you could if you wanted to, right? But it would be super expensive clicks. So basically, how does it work? Well, Google knows everything about you, right? Like it knows your location, it knows what's on your phone, it knows what's in your Gmail, it knows what's on your Google Calendar, it knows what browser history you have in Chrome, it knows what websites you visit with Google Analytics. It records your voice every single time you say, "Hey Google." It literally has more data on you than anyone else out there. If you actually go to Google right now and you type in, "Hey, I want to know, please download all the data Google has on me," and they provide it, you can download it. Mine was hundreds of thousands of documents long. Like it's ridiculous the amount of data that you can get, um, on someone. And why that's scary as a person, as a marketer, that's fantastic. So in terms of income targeting, you can literally target people based on how much household income they have. Are they in the top, if they're in a suburb or a state or a country, are they in the top 10% of the area that I've picked? Are they in the top 20% of the area that I picked, the top 30%, so on and so on? Now, why that's really important is because you can then target people based on their income, which is amazing because now you're able to target people if they can afford your product or service. Okay. So being able to target someone who can afford your products or service is amazing because it takes away that objection, which is, "Oh, that's really cool, but I just can't afford it right now." And every salesperson or sales team hears that every single day. So imagine being able to take that out of the equation before they even click or come to your website. So that's income targeting. And then intent targeting is like searching. So if I'm on Google search and I'm searching for, "I want this product or service," and then you show them a YouTube ad, okay, is pretty cool. So they're typing on Google search and you're able to show them a YouTube ad. Or if they're typing in YouTube, which is the second largest search engine. I mean, if you combine all the other search engines, AOL, Bing, Yahoo, whatever they are, you combine them all together, YouTube search is still bigger than all of those. And with most of the search rates are starting with how to. So, I mean, what does your business, what problems does your business solve right now that you could be running YouTube ads for? And that's the intent. Like these people have the intent that are looking to come to your website. Another cool intent thing that you can do with YouTube ads, you just can't do anywhere else that I'm aware of, is you can literally like we call it ethically stealing your competitors' traffic, right? Website traffic. So if you can go to your top 5 or your top 10 competitors' websites or landing pages, and anyone who goes to those landing pages, you can show them ads. Okay. Now, where we would use this, like we'll use it for people who have CRMs, like Salesforce, HubSpot, those sorts of CRMs. And not only do we send it to those people who visit those landing pages, we're able to send it to people who are visiting the login pages because I can target the intent of the person taking an action. So I know the people who go there and log in for that are the right people that I'm looking for, whatever it is I want to market. So that's how intent marketing works. That's how income targeting works. And, with that targeting, you compare that to, say, something on Facebook where people are just targeting based on interest and their demographic. You can quickly see that you can target someone who does have all the same targeting as Facebook, who is interested, but you're able to get them that make sure they have enough money to buy your product or service because you can target by how much income, and you can make sure that they have the intent and they're actually ready to buy. So that's what's cool about YouTube targeting. You can't do that anywhere else. I think it's probably the coolest thing ever. If you have any questions about, how YouTube targeting works, like we have some free training and stuff you can check out as well. But other than that, guys, hopefully this was able to help you in some way and maybe learn some cool stuff about YouTube ads. Thanks for your attention and listening, and I look forward to helping you guys out in the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye.